Did you know that communication and comprehension go together like PB&J? Peanut butter and jelly, for those of you who don't know. Yes, I said it. Communication and comprehension go together like peanut butter and jelly. Answer this. How many times has it been suggested or told to you that communication is key, or that you need to learn to communicate better? Have you been trying your best to express yourself and it seems that you are just not getting your point across? How has this made you feel? I'd imagine that it's frustrating. So let me offer a different point of view. When you are being told that you need to communicate better, who's telling you this? Is it a few key people at your work, or a particular neighbor or associate? Maybe a family member or a friend? Is it everyone? If it's everyone and all of the time, you may simply have a communication challenge, okay? However, if it's occasionally and from just a few key people, then maybe it's not completely you. When you prepare to communicate with these people, are you anxious? Are you intimidated? Do you simply feel that no matter what you say, it just won't be understood? The reason you are feeling this way is because you may not just have a communication challenge. You may also have a comprehension challenge. The person to which you are seeking to connect with is not speaking your language, and you are not speaking theirs. Okay. Picture something for me. Take a moment and think about it. Just picture this. You are invited to speak to a room of people, maybe a small group, about 20 people or so, nothing too overwhelming. They ask you to explain or speak about a topic that you have a ton of experience with, and you are very comfortable in speaking, so the invitation you're looking forward to. The day comes, you walk in the room, fully prepared to give your talk, and you realize, after scanning the audience, that no one in the group appears to speak your language, English. And there is no translator in the room. So you walk in, they stand to their feet, they applaud and welcome you with smiles, and you begin to speak, nervously, of course, to a room of non-English speaking individuals. Tell me, do you have a communication challenge, or is there a communication and comprehension challenge? Did you become less knowledgeable all of a sudden? Less passionate, less capable? No. You are just as capable and passionate and knowledgeable as you were before you walked in that room. So, I know that's an extreme example, but no matter how hard you try, communication to this group could be an impossible challenge. Now, I know that was an extreme example, but effective communication is just like this example. You must remember to consider your audience when you begin to communicate. You must be willing to ask yourself, after you have conveyed a message or communicated, tell me, what did you just hear me say? Slowing down and asking them to tell you what they heard could reveal your communication or comprehension issue or challenge. And if you are dealing with an emotionally intelligent person, even they will see the disconnect and be willing to work towards the solution. I want you to remember that communication and comprehension go together like peanut butter and jelly. If you think the one example of a room full of non-English speaking people is extreme, consider a conversation that you may or may not have had with a toddler. How many times are these cute little dictators telling you or not being able to understand what you're telling them? Or you not being able to understand the gibberish that they're telling you? Are they not effectively communicating? Are you not effectively comprehending? Or is it a combination of the two? So to identify if you have both a communication and a comprehension challenge, consider your source and ask them to repeat to you what they heard you say. Be prepared for what they say, because therein lies the disconnect a lot of times. You all should both hear the disconnect and be able to maturely work towards the solution. Don't be so quick to think it's only you and your delivery. Understand that a person's life experiences and norms will shape how he or she communicates and how he or she comprehends. Yet it is possible to discover the disconnect between communication and comprehension, adjust a little, then move forward. So listen, the next time that you have to have a conversation with someone who, because of their background, beliefs, or norms, cannot ever digest what you are saying, consider the source. If they are only willing to offer that you are not communicating well, challenge them and ask, okay, I may not be, but are you comprehending what I'm saying? Could it be perhaps a comprehension challenge as well? And if they are willing to do the work, you all can seek to find the disconnect. Try not to grow frustrated. If needed, pull in a third party, a professional, someone to help you both translate what you're trying to say. Understanding that from here on out, it is never solely a communication problem. Typically, mostly, it will be communication and comprehension. Peanut butter and jelly. You typically will have both. And if you are dealing with an emotionally intelligent individual who's willing to do his or her work as you do yours, you will find a way to better connect, even if it means enlisting a third party, a translator, so to speak, to help you all communicate with one another better. But to begin, if it seems like your point is not getting heard or across in the way that you would like, pause, take a deep breath, and ask the person, I'm sorry, could you tell me what it is you heard me say? And listen. I'm almost certain that's where the problem will be. It's not just communication, it's communication and comprehension. I want you to believe in yourself and all that you are. Love yourself above all else, and to thine own self always be true. Until next time.